We have now our topic, which is the area computation. This is just the continuation of our traverse survey. Okay po. So here, we have two methods that used in surveying. Meron din tayong iba, graphical method, grid method, there's merong iba't ibang klaseng method, but most likely yung ginagamit na method to compute an area of a closed traverse. So let's say ito yung closed traverse mo, to compute this area, pwede nating 'di ba gawin is by graphical. So lagay lang tayo ng grid dyan. Okay? So we will compute it by area nung grid, 'di ba? So that's a by grid or graphical. Tapos, pwede rin naman natin gawin is by triangle. So, we just form a triangle. We all know the formula of triangle, that is 1/2 times base times height. So, pag may base times height ka lang, it is easy for you to answer. Or meron rin tayong 1b squared or sine theta with the use of the angle. So, why we don't use this method, yung by triangle? Kasi we need to distinguish or we need to determine this side of triangle. And it is very difficult and inconvenient for a survey engineer to compute that area. And also, we need to compute also the included angle of that triangle. So let's say, ito yung gusto mong kunin, kukompute mo pa ito, and i-compute mo pa tong area to compute this, compute mo pa tong length to compute this area. So as you can see, it is very inconvenient. And with this, meron akong i-introduce sa inyo ng bagong method. I think this is new to you method in computing an area. Okay, a closed traversed area. So meron tayong DMD, or the double meridian distance, and next meron tayong tinatawag na DPD, or the double parallel distance. These two methods is very useful in computing your closed traverse. But lagi niyong tatandaan, when we use this area or this method, dapat yung kinocompute natin na closed traverse is walang linear error of closure. My question is, pag meron tayong linear error of closure and we need to compute the area of computation or the area, ano muna yung gagawin natin? Tingnan ko kung may lang natutunan ki ma'am. If we need to compute the area, but upon checking, hindi naka-close yung traverse natin. Eh di syempre, hindi natin makukuha ang area ng isang hindi close. So, for example, eto, hindi close. Hindi mo makukuha yung area kasi hindi mo alam kung saan bounded yung area natin. Ano yung una mong gagawin in order to compute the area? Anyone? Let's see kung merong natutunan kay ma'am. Azanyes? Eres? Ano yung una nating gagawin? Disipida?
Yes po. Nagulat ako.
Nagulat ka.
We need to compute po yung error ng closure, and i-close po natin yung traverse po natin.
Paano natin i-close yung traverse natin?
We can use, depende po if transit rule or compass rule.
Okay, very good.
By determining the latitude and the departure.
Yes, very good. By determining the adjusted latitude and adjusted departure. Dapat ma-close muna natin yung traverse natin bago natin gamitin yung DMD and yung DPD natin. Okay? Okay. So, next, if close na yung traverse natin, we can now proceed to the area of computation, or in computing the area. So let's first discuss the double meridian distance method. So the meridian distance of a line is defined as the shortest distance from the midpoint of the line to the reference meridian. The double meridian distance of a line is the meridian distance multiplied by 2. The use of double meridian distance is to determine the area of a closed traverse. And we have a 3 set of rules for computing the DMD for each course traverse. Yung DMD po, again, that is your double meridian distance. It has a value. So, tingnan natin yung rule number 1. So according to rule number 1, the DMD of the first course is equal to the departure of the course. So let's say meron tayong course AB dito, the AB, kung ano yung departure, yung adjusted departure ng AB natin, that is also equal to our DMD. And it is only applicable for the first course, which is our AB. Okay? Let's say 70 ito, yung departure dito, yung DMD dito is also 70. Okay pa? Okay. Rule number 2. The DMD of any course is equal to the DMD of the preceding course plus the departure of the preceding, this is preceding, and you preceding course plus the departure of the course itself. So ibig sabihin nun, let's say mayroon tayong AB, yung BC daw, CD, and DE, let's say meron tayong 4 na courses, yung BC and CD and DE is bound to rule number 2. Applicable lang yung BC, CD, DE for rule number 2. Kasi the DMD of any course is equal to the DMD of the preceding course plus the departure of the preceding course plus the departure of course itself. So for example, yung DMD natin dito, okay? For example, yung DMD natin sa AB is 70. Yung DMD natin sa BC is also equal to 70 plus the departure of the preceding course. Ang preceding, di ba, is yung nakaraan na course. So, yung preceding natin, eto, di ba, 70 rin ito. So, 70 plus 70 plus the departure of course itself. Kung ano yung departure dito sa BC, let's say 60, i-add pa rin natin to dito. And that will be the value of the DMD of the line BC. Okay? Mamaya magbibigay rin example si ma'am. So that's just a clip or a paunang explanation for rule number 2. For rule number 3, the DMD of the last course, so meron tayong A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E. D, E is our last course, right? Yung DMD daw ng last course is equal to the departure of the course but with the opposite sign. So if, for example, yung departure ng DE is 60, dapat ang makuha natin na DMD dito is also 60 but in reverse sign, so negative 60. And pag eto, natama mo ito or na-check mo ito na magkapareho, ibig sabihin, tama yung process na rule number 1 and rule number 2 na paggamit mo. Okay? Yan. Next is we have to determine the double area. The DMD of the line course is multiplied by the corresponding adjusted latitude of the course or the double area. Since di ba yung DMD natin is a double, so yung DMD natin di ba is double meridian distance. So we can expect na magkakaroon tayo ng double area. So DMD times the adjusted latitude, it is equal to double area. The double area is stored record in plus and minus column in corresponded to north double area and south double area. The traverse area is then equal to the algebraic sum of both double areas. Again, pag sa south, it is negative. Pag sa north, that is positive. Okay? So, to get the area, since di ba nakuha pa lang natin double area, para makuha yung area natin, divide lang natin to ng by 2. So magkakaroon tayo ng area is equal to 1/2 times the summation of north double area plus the summation of south double area. Ito yung double area natin for north and double area natin for south. Okay? Okay. So let me give you example. Madali lang to. Illustrate problem number 1. Determine the area using DMD method with a given tabulation below. And as you can see in the tabulation below, i-check natin kung adjusted latitude ba siya. So here, meron tayong adjusted latitude. So makikita natin yan sa summation. Based on the data, masasabi natin na walang linear error of closure if it has the same magnitude nung south and same magnitude nung north natin. And as you can see, that is same magnitude. So ibig sabihin, adjusted na talaga yung latitude natin. Next is the adjusted departure. Check natin yung summation ng east, that is 1,650.94, and also the summation of our west, that is negative 1,650.94. And again, that is balance traverse or balance yung east and balance yung west natin. Next is, if we determine na wala na tayong linear error of closure, ibig sabihin, yung area is bounded or naka-enclose na yung area na kukunin natin, we are now ready in computing the DMD. Okay? So again, we need to refer the rules for computing the DMD. What is the DMD of the line AB? Based on the first rule, the DMD of the first course is equal to the departure of the course. Excuse me. So what is the DMD of AB based on the rule number 1? Yes? Anyone? Kung naintindihan?
It is equal po sa departure ng course.
What is the departure of the course AB?
40,
Yes, 47.52. So, meron na tayong DMD. Na satisfy natin yung condition 1 or sinunod natin yung rule number 1. That DMD of the first course is equal to the departure of the AB. Next is the departure of the line BC. So based on the rule number 2, the DMD of any course is equal to the DMD of the corresponding preceding course plus the departure of the preceding course plus the departure of the course itself. So lagay natin DMD, sabi daw sa rule number 2, it is equal to the DMD of the preceding course. Yung preceding course natin is AB. Ibababa lang natin 47.52 plus daw the preceding departure of the course. So ano yung preceding natin or yung nakaraan nating course, that is 47.52 plus daw yung corresponding or the departure itself. So ano yung departure nung kino-consider nating BC? That is 608.42. And add lang natin yung tatlo, that is equal to 703.46. Next, for the DMD of the line CD. What is the DMD of the line CD? Again, sabi daw, preceding DMD. So 703.406 plus the preceding departure of the line, which is 608.42, plus the departure itself, which is yung departure ng kino-consider natin is 776.78. And that is equal to 2,088.66. Okay? So, tama ba yun? 2,088.66. Kindly check.
Yes po.
Yes. How about the DMD of the line DE? Can you get the
700,
DE? Yes po.
776.78 plus the po. Yung yun? Kasunod po.
Kasunod.
Ay
Yes po. Susulat niyo, ma'am. Ito,
Yan po,
2,000
2,000. Yan. Yan po muna. Plus
plus
776.78.
776. Pangit ang sulat ko. 0.78. Okay. Plus
Yung ano po, itself, the departure itself,
which is 218.
218.22.
Ilan to? Ilan yan? Meron nagsagot. Okay. 3,083.66. So we have 3,083.66. Next, we now get the DMD of the EF. So DMD of the EF is equal to 3,083.66 plus yung preceding natin na departure, that is 218.22, and the course itself, that is 1,110.22, again west, so negative, minus. So that is equal to 2,191.66. Okay, next is the departure of the line FA. So the departure of the course FA is equal to, bring down lang natin, 2,191.66 minus 1,110.22 minus 540.72 yung course itself niya, and ito yung preceding 1,110.22, and that is equal to 540.72. And again, based on rule number 3, babalikan natin yung rule number 3, the DMD of the last course is numerically equal to the departure of the course, but with the opposite sign. So as you can see, meron tayong positive 540.72 and meron tayong negative 540.72. So nasatisfy natin yung last rule, di ba? Same numerical value but different in sign or opposite in sign. So ibig sabihin, yung mga na-compute natin na itong 4 or 5 is tama. So yung FA, ang ginagawa ko, pag mali yung nakuha kong FA, ibig sabihin meron akong naging error dito sa 5. And I need to do a rechecking. Okay po. Okay. Next is ilalagay natin, hindi ko na pala nalagay dito, palagay yung dito sa next part, yung DMD, the value of the DMD para sa tabulated solution. Di pala ako naka-provide ng tabulated solution. Again, DMD should be here. Next is this, ito na yung mga na-compute nating DMD. So we need to compute the double area. So, di ba, double area is equal to DMD times the adjusted latitude. Okay? So, times natin, we have 47.52 yung DMD natin, and yung latitude natin sa AB, yung corresponding, is 480.56, and that is equal to 22,836.211. For the departure of the line BC, that is 703.46 times 584.23. Okay, tama. So meron tayong 410,982.436. Kindly check this one. Parang duda ako. 410.
Correct po.
Correct. Okay, thank you. Next, we have the departure of the line CD, that is 2,088.66 times the latitude. As you can see, sabi daw, pag negative siya, so that is negative 319.14 sa south. So that is 666,574.952. Next is the double area of the line DE. So meron tayong positive 3,083.66 times natin sa negative 997.35, that is equal to 3,075,488.301. Next, for the double area of the line EF. So the DMD of EF is 2,191.66 times, again, this is negative. Negative yung latitude niya, negative 125.32. So positive times negative, that will be equal to negative 274,658.832. Okay? Next is the departure or the double area of the FA. That is equal to, positive yung nakuha natin, right? Positive 540.72 times positive 377.02 for your latitude. And that is equal to 203,862.254. And para makuha natin yung double area natin, we will just have a algebraically summation. So, add lang natin to. Kindly add this 5. Ilan po yan lahat? Pa-add nga po ako. Kailan? Tama ba sa nakuha ni ma'am? That is equal to negative 3,379,041.1184. Is that correct? Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Yes. So, with this, ito na ba yung area ng traverse natin? Is this the area of our traverse?
No po.
No, because again, double area pa to. So, we will need to divide it by 2. So 3,379,041.184 divided by 2, that is 1,689,520.592. As we all know, wala tayong value na negative area. So again, always absolute value. Lalagay natin na yung absolute sign. Kaya parang naka-bracket siya. Okay? Yung absolute sign na nga natin. So, absolute negative 1,689,520.592, or you can write this as simple as this, 1,689,520.592 square meter. Okay. It is just equal sa area. Nakukuha kung ano yung DMD natin? Any question?
Yes po.
Yes. Next, let's have, wait lang po. Ayusin lang natin yung setup. Okay, so that is your DMD. Next, let's now go to your parallel double distance. Isa lang yung example natin kasi pare-parehas lang yun. We just need to get the adjusted latitude and departure, and then i-follow lang natin yung 3 simple rules and we will get our area. Next, let's go now to the parallel double distance. So sa parallel double distance, instead of using departure, successive of course of latitude are used. Diba sa DMD, yung pagko-compute natin ng DMD, ang ginagamit natin is departure. But when we are computing for DPD, yung DPD natin, double parallel distance, ang gagamitin natin ngayon is yung latitude. Parang vice versa lang. Parallel distance can also be computed in a similar manner to meridian distance. The parallel distance of a line is defined as the distance from the midpoint of the line reference parallel or the east and west line. Similarly, the double parallel distance of a line is equal to twice its parallel distance. Okay? So again, yung DMD natin is very similar sa DPD. Pero yung DPD natin or double parallel distance, ang gagamitin lang natin dito is latitude. Okay? So we have also 3 rules for computing DPD for each course of the traverse. Rule number 1, that the DPD of the first course is equal to the latitude of the course. Kung sa DMD natin, eto departure, dito latitude yung magiging equal ng first course natin. Rule number 2, the DPD of any course is equal to the DPD of the preceding course plus the latitude of the preceding course plus the latitude of the course itself. Again, pinalitan lang natin yung mga latitude dito na pinalitan lang natin ng departure ng latitude. Same pa rin, same concept yung rule number 2. Rule number 3, the DPDs of the last course is numerically equal to the latitude of the course, but with the opposite sign. And for the double areas, it can be determined by multiplying the DPD of each course by the corresponding adjusted departure of the course, or the double area is equal to DPD times the adjusted departure. Hindi na siya adjusted latitude, kundi adjusted departure na siya. Double area in turn record in plus and minus column which corresponded to is double area, EDA, and was double area respectively. The traverse area is then equal to the algebraic sum of both double areas. So if this is your double area, kailangan lang natin yung area. Okay, yung hindi double. So area is equal to 1/2 of the summation of the east double area plus the summation of the west double area. But before I forget pala, so na-compute na natin yung mga double areas dito. Lagay tayo dito para sa tabulated solution natin nung summation nung north double north natin, DN, and isang column para sa summation ng south double area natin or SDA. Tapos yung mga negative, syempre doon yun sa south, yung mga positive doon yun sa north. Okay pa? Okay. So let's continue with this problem DPD. Let's have the illustrative problem number 2 for the computation of the traverse using the DPD method. So using the data in example number 1, determine the area using the closed traverse DPD method. Again, this tabulated data is just the same with your example number 1. But ang gagawin natin dito, instead using DMD method, we will use DPD method. Okay? So again, na-check na natin, di ba, na balance siya. Again, ito, balance na to. Balance. Balance. So it is said to be, pag balance yan, close na yung traverse natin. So, compute natin yung DPD natin. Refer rules for computing DPD. So, ano yung DPD ng line AB natin? Sabi sa rule number 1, that the DPD of the first course is equal to the latitude of its course. So, what is the DPD of AB?
480.
480.56. Thank you. So, that is your DPD based on rule number 1. It should be your DPD. Okay po. Next is the DPD of the line BC. So the DPD of the line BC is equal to yung preceding DPD ng nauna, which is 480.56, plus yung preceding preceding latitude nung nauna, which is also 480.56, plus the latitude itself, which is 584.23, and that is equal to 1,545.35. Tama po ba to? Kindly double check.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have the DPD of the line CD. DPD of the line CD is just equal to the preceding DPD of nung nauna natin, which is 1,545.35 plus the preceding latitude, which is 584.23 minus yung latitude itself, the course itself, 319.14. Again, bakit negative? Nasa south siya. So, negative yon. We will have 1,810.44. Is this correct po?
Yes po.
Okay. Kayo naman, what is the DPD of the line DE? Kindly give me the answer na lang po. Tingnan ko kung nakukuha pa, chat na lang. Sige. Okay lang. Pa-chat nyo na lang para makita ko rin yung iba. Okay. We have. How about yung iba? What is the DPD of the line DE? What we have? Okay, thank you. So we have 493.95. That is equal to, baba lang natin yung preceding DPD natin, 1,810.44 minus yung preceding natin, 319.14 minus 997.35. That is 493.95. Next is kindly get the DPD of the line EF. The line EF naman tayo. What is the DPD of the line EF? What is the DPD of the line EF? We have negative 628.72. So let's say, okay, correct. We have 493.95 minus yung preceding natin, 997.35, minus yung course ng EF natin, yung latitude na yan, that is negative 125.32. So meron tayong 628.72. Next is we have the FA. Ano yung value ng FA natin? What is the value of the DPD of FA or the double parallel distance ng FA? Okay, we have here negative 377.02. So again, nakuha natin yan by i-bring down lang natin yung preceding natin na DPD, that is negative 628.72 minus yung preceding natin na latitude, that is 125.32 plus yung the latitude itself na 377.02, and that is equal to negative 377.02. My question is, did rule number 3 nasunod, did we follow rule number 3? Na-follow ba natin yung rule number 3? Based on rule number 3, yung last DPD daw nung course FA natin should be equal numerically doon sa latitude, but in opposite sign. As you can see here, this is 377.02 negative, and ito yung positive 377.02. And dito pa lang, malalaman mo na yung DPD sa AB, sa BC, CD, DE, and EF are correct. So, pag kabahan ka na pag hindi yan nagparehas. Meron kang namaling DPD calculation. Next, ilagay nyo yung calculated DPD dito. Hindi ko pala nalagay. Ilagay nyo yung DPD na calculated. So, ito yung mga computed DPD natin. Next is we need to compute for the double areas. For the double areas, that is DPD times the adjusted departure. Okay? So, yung DPD natin, 480.56 times yung departure natin, that is 47.52. So, meron tayo 22,836.211. Next, for the departure of the double area of the BC, that is equal to the DPD of the BC, which is 1,545.35 times 608.42. Again, this is your departure ng line BC. That will give you 940,221.847. Next, we have the double area of the CD. DPD ng CD, 1,810.44 times 776.78, and meron tayong 1,406,313.583. Tama po ba to?
Yes po.
Yes, thank you. Next, for the double area of the line DE. So for the line DE, that is equal to 493.95 times ito, departure ng line DE, that is 218.22. So we have 107,789.77. Next, for the double area of the line EF, meron tayong negative 628.72 times, again, this is your negative. Departure natin sa west is a negative value. So, times negative 1,110.22. Negative times negative, it gives you positive 698,017.518. Kindly check nga po ito ulit.
Correct po, ma'am.
Okay, tama. Next, for the double area of the last DPD natin or the last course FA, that is negative 377.02 times yung departure natin is a negative times negative 540.72, and that is equal to 203,862.254. Okay, and then add lang natin to algebraically. Ilan to? Pa-add nga po. Pa-add tayo niyan. Okay. We have 3,379,041.184. So this is your double area. Next, kunin natin. Diba? As you can see, lahat ito positive. Positive, 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 positive. So, ibig sabihin lahat yon is the positive is double area. Wala tayong nakuha para sa negative. So, computation of the double area, ito yon nakuha natin. And for the area, therefore, 2 times of the area is equal to 3,379,041.184. So the area is equal to 1,689,520.592. My question is, kung gagamitin natin yung DMD or DPD sa isang parehas na problem, dapat ba silang magkaroon ng same area? Kung gagamitin natin yung DPD or DMD man sa isang parehas na problem, dapat ba yung area nila is magkaparehas? Anyone?
Yes po.
Yes, kasi isang data lang naman. And again, if you can check it. Using DPD, ito yung nakuha natin. Tandaan nyo ito po. Ito
Yes,
yung,
ma'am.
ito yung nakuha natin.
Parehas.
Parehas. Okay, i-copy natin para sa iba. We have illustrative problem number 1. And ito yung area na nakuha natin kanina. And as you can see, that is just equal. Ito yung sa DMD, ito yung sa DPD. And kahit anong method yung gamitin nyo, dapat meron rin kayong parehas na area na makuha. Okay, so that's all for this morning. Nakukuha yung DPD and DMD. We have
Yes,
these basic rules lang naman. Okay po. So, yun. And then, we have, again, learning activity to enhance your knowledge for your computation ng area. So, determine the area using the DMD method with a given tabulation below. So, here, ano yung una nyong gagawin? Anyone? Sino yung may idea?
Know the
Know the what?
if the traverse is close na po or wala siyang error. Or
Okay.
if meron man, gawin natin yung pinakauna natin ginawa, yung
Mhm.
determine the latitude and the departure. And kailangan natin talagang kunin yung latitude and departure dahil nga we will use the DMD method.
Okay, very good. So again, titingnan nyo pa kung adjusted siya or hindi siya adjusted. Kung merong linear error, kailangan yung i-adjust. Okay? Then, mako-compute nyo na yung DMD natin. But ano yung napapansin nyo sa given ni ma'am? Di ba? Ito rin yung activity natin last
Same lang
meeting.
po, ma'am.
Same. Di ba? Binalance na natin yon.
Yes.
Yes, binalance na natin yon. So, ang gagawin nyo na lang dito is to compute the area. Kasi balance na yon. Diba? Sinubmit nyo na yun sa akin. So, ang kailangan nyo na lang gawin is to balance or to compute the area using DMD. Mayroong magtatanong, ma'am, parehas po ba yung transit and compass rule? Para mas madali, yung compass rule na lang yung kunin yung area. Pero kahit transit or compass, same lang naman yung area yung makukuha nyo. So compass rule na lang yung gamitin nyo. Okay pa? To compute the double meridian distance. Is that clear? Clear po?
Yes po.
Okay. So eto, madali na lang yung learning activity kasi na-balance na natin. And we just need to solve for the area. Okay? Please make your work clear and clean. So, para walang mga minus points. Okay pa? So, thank you. If wala nang tanong, I